What's up, guys? We are out here in Buffalo, Texas right now, on our way to Houston. We're about an hour and a half away. We're gonna be partying with Rumor and Arturo tonight. Should be a good one, man. And we're using some brand new lighting, courtesy of my friends over at Apelab. I'm gonna show you guys all about the lights today. And I gotta say, man, from what I've seen so far, I am thoroughly impressed, man. So stay tuned. We're filling up the truck right now. We're about an hour and a half out from Houston. We're gonna get to the venue. We're gonna set up nice and early. We're gonna take our time, but stay tuned. Let's get it.
All right.
We made it, baby. We're getting set up right now. Honestly, pretty easy setup, bro. They even have this cool little like DJ booth for me right up here above the stage where I can kind of see everything. Once they're done doing what they're doing, I'm gonna slide over just a little bit so I can get a better view of the dance floor. But audio is just about set up. George is working on lighting, and yeah, man, it's gonna be an easy day. Venue is actually really, really dope too. They have like this outdoor pool area, this whole cocktail hour area. Jay's gonna get some really dope footage for you guys to see. But yeah, man, stay tuned. We're just getting started. Yeah, let's get it. So wedding party got Pepas.
Yep.
Then AO by Bad Bunny for them, and then De Uno de Todos. Yep. So on mine, they told me they wanted to do like half of this song and then half of another.
Okay, that's probably right, because you guys normally have like your meeting.
Okay, cool.
Like, probably after our final meeting.
Cool.
So.
And then welcome speech, he's still planning on doing. Okay. And then, and then buffet opens for dinner.
Yep.
Are you guys dismissing, or you want do I need to?
Honestly, I think let's start. You start with like dismissing like the wedding party tables, or you can say the reserve tables, because there's actually 2 stations. So all the reserve tables are going to be these S tables.
Sweet.
And then all of the round tables that are in the first row, going straight across.
Okay. So start with wedding party. Cool.
I would do wedding party, and then we can release tables.
Okay.
That's fine.
And then the reverse photo dash. What is that?
Yes. So you know what the photo dash is, right? Where the couple goes around
and so I'm assuming the guests are going to come to them.
Yeah. So we're going to put 2 chairs in the middle of the dance floor, and the guests are going to run up to them. Now I don't know. I haven't really looked at the demographic, so I think it's really going to depend on like the older crowd.
And are we going to do it like after everyone's gone through the line, or is it going to be?
Yeah, we'll
just
come up and
you let me know when.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Se sientan esta noche. That wasn't very convincing. Eso fue como un 4, bro. Necesitamos un 10 tonight. I said, how we feeling tonight for Rumor and Arturo? So, with that being said, DJ, we're going to bring in our wedding party. Vamos a introducir the wedding party tonight. So, if you could please put your hands together for our flower girl and ring bearer, Eleni, Lily, Alejandro. And also make some noise for my wedding party, Denise, Luis, Miranda, Gabriel, Brandon, Alejandro, Mercedes, Gerardo, Eleni, and our best man, Arad. I'm gonna go around. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you could please stand up, si por favor se ponen de pie, and I need you to make as much noise as possible, que hacen el más ruido posible, and let's give it up for Mr. and Mrs. Arturo and Rumor Garza! Now, right here.
Where'd you have it at? Blue.
One more time, let's hear from Mr. and Mrs. Garza! We're gonna ask that Mr. and Mrs. Garza stay on the dance floor tonight for their very first dance as husband and wife tonight. So if you can please direct your attention to the dance floor, si por favor se ponen su atención a la pista for Arturo and Rumor's first dance. And then after this, go give him the mic. All right, guys, so again, enjoy yourselves. Dinner will be ready here shortly. Ahorita va a estar lista la comida. But in the meantime, enjoy yourselves, grab something to drink, and we will be dismissing you by table. So vamos a pedir, si por favor pueden esperar en sus mesas. Vamos a pasar mesa por mesa para decirles cuándo pueden pasar por su comida. Pero mientras, agarran a tomar, and we will be getting started here shortly. Thank you. All right, guys, so these are the Apelab Minis that they sent me. First reactions, bro. This case is next level. Like, compared to some of the other uplight cases that I've used, this one is by far the best that I've ever seen. So first things, we have these like latches here. Everything is waterproof. So when you open it up, they're all here. And the beautiful thing about this case, bro, is that if you're using any of the other uplights, normally when you put the light in, you have to plug in the charger. If you notice with these, they have like a little, you know, like spot here, and basically all you have to do is put the light into the case like that. You plug the case in with the included power cable, and then now all the lights in here charge. That right there probably would save you 5 to 10 minutes of, you know, putting the lights in, then you connect the little chargers. Everything is already built into the case, which I absolutely love. I'm all about efficiency, and this case is next level efficient, bro. Also, the fact that, you know, it closes, right? It's like a road case. And then on top of that, once you get everything closed, let me get this back in here, right? You have this little handle here. And so now you can roll the cases around. They have these really great wheels. And I just rolled this in here from the truck, and bro, it's super easy. They're lightweight. I mean, I can't get over how great this case is, bro, like next level. Now, negatives though, what I've noticed negative about these lights so far. So I'm a big sound switch user. Unfortunately, with these lights, if you notice, there is no LED screen. So there's no way to update the DMX channel on these lights, which is a big drawback for me because, again, I am a sound switch user. So if you want to change the DMX channel on each of these lights, unfortunately, you have to buy the $400 Apelab Connect, which then allows you to connect to the lights wirelessly. I thought that I was going to be able to connect to these lights through their Apelab's app Bluetooth, but you have to have the $400 adapter essentially to be able to control these lights. But they do come with a little remote here. So if you power the light on, right, we have our light there, you're going to notice that now I can kind of just start switching between colors. Again, since I am a DMX, I'm all about DMXing my lighting. This was kind of a disappointment for me because I do want to be able to control the DMX channels on these lights individually without having to buy another $400 product to be able to do so. Because these lights are not cheap. I believe this case right here goes for about $1,800 if I'm not mistaken, which, like I said, I wish that they would give you the ability to be able to control the DMX channel on them, but you can't. But anyways, we're gonna get these set up, we're gonna put them on the room, and we're gonna test them compared to the Both Lighting IR4s and see what our brightness is like, because these only have one LED, which the Both Lighting have 4. So stay tuned, let's get it.
And now I need all my single ladies to start making their way to the dance floor tonight. Todas las solteras a la pista esta noche, que vamos a tirarle el ramo. We're gonna have our bouquet toss. All right, Rumor, on the count of 3, ladies! On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. So, what we're gonna do, lo que vamos a hacer, es vamos a invitar a todos a la pista. We're gonna invite everybody. Oh, they're gonna throw them up a little bit. Once again, everybody to the dance floor. Everybody to the dance floor. Mr. and Mrs. got us in front. All right. As soon as my photographer gives me a thumbs up, I'm gonna count to 3, and you're gonna say cheese. All right. All right, guys. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Cheese. Y ahora con las manos arriba esta noche. Hands up. Hands up. And if you came to have a good time with Mr. and Mrs. Garza, make some noise. Let's go.
All right, guys, so unfortunately we had to get out of there kind of fast, and I wanted to wrap this up with my honest thoughts on how these lights actually performed when it mattered. First off, let me break down what we were working with in the video. Each of those Apelab Mini version 2s has a single 15 watt RGBWW LED that's RGB plus warm white, bro. Now, if you've been looking at my channel for a while, you know that I usually rock both uplights that have like 4 LED diodes. Those Apelab Minis, they only have one 15 watt diode each. But here's what blew my mind, man. They still actually lit up that venue like nobody's business. We're talking about 545 to 1635 lumens of output with a 15-degree beam angle. And let me tell you, that light quality was actually really crisp. They even say that the color rendering index is 90, which means that the colors are going to look a lot more natural and vibrant. Not that like washed out look that you get from some of like those cheaper LEDs. And I was actually surprised by how well that single diode performed compared to what I'm already used to using. Now, battery life, absolutely solid. Apelab actually says that these batteries last 10 to 14 hours at full brightness, and they delivered. They lasted the entire night without me having to worry about them dying mid-reception. And you guys already know, there's nothing worse than having your uplights die midway through your open dance floor. But here's what really got me excited, and it's something that I really want to talk about. That charging case, man. That thing is built like a tank, and it holds up to 8 lights. And we're talking about a case that's IP65 rated, just like the lights themselves, so it could really handle whatever you throw at it. The dimensions are about 22 by 14 by 9 inches, and when it's loaded with all 8 of those lights, it still only weighs about 27 pounds. So that thing is still super easy for load in and load out. But the real game changer, bro, you don't have to plug individual chargers into each light. This case has a built-in switching power supply where you literally just drop the lights into their slots and then you plug one cable into the wall and boom, all 8 lights are charging wirelessly. Bro, if you've ever spent 20 minutes after a gig plugging in 8 different charging cables, you know how much of a time saver that this really is. It's really one of those features that I didn't realize, but once you have it, you can't really go back to the old way of doing things. But I got to keep it real with you guys, man. There are a few downsides. The biggest one for me was like the whole DMX situation. These lights, they do support wireless DMX. They've actually got a 2.4 gigahertz system that can reach up to 1200 meters with the Connect Trans receiver, and they can run on a 4, 7, or 8 DMX channel. But if you want to control them, you got to buy their whole Connect box separately. And unfortunately, Apelabs didn't send me one, so I wasn't able to really test that. But we're talking about another $400 on top of what you're already spending on the lights. If it were up to me, I really wish they would have had more built-in DMX controls directly on the fixture themselves, because having to purchase a whole separate trans receiver box just to get full DMX functionality, that's kind of a tough pill for me to swallow, especially when I'm already investing in premium lights. And speaking of investment, let's just talk about the elephant in the room, bro. These lights are not cheap. So we're talking some serious money here compared to some of the other options on the market. But here's the thing, and this is where I want to be completely transparent with you. I actually could notice the difference in the build quality. The light output, the IP65 weatherproof rating, the overall engineering, it just feels a little more premium. See, these are lights that are built to handle the rigors of what we do and the constant gigging that we're doing. So here's my take. If you're a wedding DJ who does a ton of weddings and you really care about the longevity of your gear, if you want lights that are going to hold up to constant use and transport, then these Apelab Minis, they might just be worth the investment. See, these aren't the lights that you buy when you're just starting out, but if you're established and you want to maybe even level up your lighting game with something that's built to last, these lights are definitely worth considering. Now, Apelabs did send me these lights to test out, so I didn't actually purchase them myself, but that doesn't change my honest opinion about their performance and their build quality. At the end of the day, bro, it comes down to what you value most. If you want the convenience of that wireless charging case, the premium build quality, and you don't mind paying extra for professional grade gear, well, these could be a solid addition to your setup. But if you're looking for a budget-friendly option, or you don't want to deal with that extra Connect box for DMX, you might want to explore some of the other alternatives. But what do you guys think, man? Have any of you tried the Apelab Mini version 2s? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this review helpful, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I got more gear reviews and DJ tips coming your way. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.